Hello everybody, I'm Abhishek and I'm come from Bangalore, India. Originally I'm from Coimbatore. It's a small town in India. Uh, I started taking Yogesh's therapy sessions sometime in August 2019, if I remember correctly. I still remember that evening, and I remember that evening wherein nothing was working for me personally, professionally. I was very, very frustrated. I didn't know what to do. So if a person is frustrated today, let's say, correct, what do? You try out different things, right? Uh, Being a compulsive human, which 99% of this world consists of, what would you do? You would go to an astrologer, you would probably wear stones, you would go to a healer, you would probably go to a psychologist if there's some mental issue, you would wear stones, you would do hypnotherapy, pray, do some mantras, go to temples, churches, mosques, or any religion you follow where you feel the God resides, correct? You do everything. I also did everything, but nothing worked. I was frustrated because despite doing everything, trying everything, I didn't know what to do now. Where does the solution lie? And I have been a very religious person since birth, but never a spiritual person. I never went inward. Not that today I know myself completely inward, but at least the process has begun. And all thanks to Yogesh. So when that evening I was frustrated, I just went on Instagram and I just came across something called healing. I don't know, there was some sort of calling inside, a deep inner voice, which made me call that number. And there was a lady who kind of picked up the call and she said that, I do this sort of healing and everything. And then when she heard about my problem, my issues, which I was facing, she told me there's somebody whom I know who could help you. And he's sitting out of Spain. I was wondering how if a person in Spain sitting digitally online is going to work on my issues here in Bangalore. But somewhere deep within, I just said a yes. And I said, I want to connect with this person because I was frustrated. I didn't know what to do. I urgently wanted a solution. Fortunately, I got connected to Yogesh. And I still remember the first call I had with him. I was just negative. I think out of that 1 hour call, I was just telling him all the negative things which could ever happen to a person. And you know what he told me? He just told me, Abhishek, you know what? I'll take therapy sessions for you. And believe me, anything is possible. And he said, I am possible. I never believed him. Honestly, at that time, I never believed him. I argued with him. And I said, let's take the therapy sessions. I have nothing to lose anyways. I started taking the therapy sessions. And believe me, the therapy sessions is not just about any healer, So there are different types of healers, correct? But he is a therapist, a coach who works with you at the level of a soul, correct? So I was trying to find divine, I was trying to find God in mosques, in churches, in temples, without even realizing. And he made me realize that the reason of my existence, which is my breath, is the way to the divine. And he became an instrument during those sessions wherein I could witness the divine. I could feel the bliss of the divine. And I'm very, very grateful. In the initial days of the sessions, I couldn't witness what transformation was happening, what was I shedding. And it's not an easy process. Spiritual process is definitely not an easy process. But if you have a coach like Yogesh, the direction which he gives, you will rise, you will fall, there will be things which you will not want to give up. But trust me, today, from being a lazy lad who always used to blame people, who never used to act, used to just talk, with all the compulsive behavior and the psychic impressions on my soul, today with his therapy sessions, I can say proudly and confidently that I'm 100% healed, I'm completely healed, I'm completely free. And I have witnessed many miracles throughout the process, whether it's personal, professional, and I have followed everything, whatever he said, he's told me to follow diligently, and everything has worked. I would say that he is not somebody who's just started out in this process. He's very, very focused. He's a storehouse, he's a powerhouse. And more than just a coach or a therapist, he's the biggest inspiration for me. And I can tell you this, I can trust him on anything. I can talk to him about anything. And he always stands by you. He has a solution for every problem of yours. And through his initiation, the way he works with the energy at the level of the soul, I can just say that I'm very, very, very grateful that, probably I would have done something great in my previous births or probably in this birth, that I got an opportunity to be a part of his therapy sessions. And I could feel that transformation. Transformation is extremely important. It's not about a cure or a remedy or a panacea for a small period of time. It's always about, can you get better? I always used to think, why is it that there is a human being out here compared to a human being somewhere else who are performing at two different levels? It's the same body, they get the same energy. But how different are the actions and what are the steps taken by both the individuals which really matter? And now I could realize through his sessions, when I look back at my past, when I look back through my experiences, through the blessings and everything, I used to always take things for granted. And we always tend to do that as human beings. I always used to feel negative. Why am I not getting this? But today I can say that, being those 1% of the individuals who's not compulsive, who's calm, and who's always doing yoga, which basically means giving 100% union with the divine and always giving your best in whatever you take up as a task. And I'm really, really grateful. So guys, if ever you get a chance to be a part of his therapy sessions, or, if you get connected to him, please experience it, because unless you experience it, you will not understand the value of what I'm saying. I never could understand the value even when he started those sessions. But trust me, after a year, I can tell you the massive, massive transformation which I have been through. And I'm really grateful and blessed to not only Yogesh, but even to the person who connected me to him. And I would always, believe that he always says that, Abhishek, at the end of the day, trust me, if you complete the process, you will reach, you will see light at the end of the tunnel, and you will be a being of divine fire, and you will be a pure soul, or the purity which God desires. And I'm grateful, I'm blessed, and I would urge you all, irrespective of the geography you're in, irrespective of the caste you belong to, irrespective of the gender, creed, anything. He is a person, he's a coach who has a solution for your problems, and he's a light to this world, for which I'm very blessed to witness all the miracles which have happened till date and which will happen in future. Thank you.